Today, I'll take you to another kind of unboxing. And nandito sa aking table is the AGM mobile na phone. In the past, we've unboxed AGM and my impression with this phone is maganda ang kanyang speaker. Sobrang lakas. No other phone has ever come close to this one. And this one is the kanyang latest offering, si AGM H5 Pro. Gusto natin makita kung ano nga ba in-upgrade niya dito sa phone na ito over the phones that we've used in the past. Simulan muna natin. So hi guys, I'm the Gadget Sidekick and welcome back to my channel. So this is AGM Mobile. Very simple kind of phone. Reminds me a lot of Xiaomi in the earlier days. Brown unboxed, made out of recyclable materials. Definitely it's good for the environment. And this one, sabi nga, si AGM has kept focusing on developing and manufacturing rugged mobile device for outdoor enthusiasts. Okay? And to encourage them to conquer the daily challenges calmly, confidently, and safely. So here are some specs. The AGM H5 Pro, it runs on Android 12, 6.52-inch ang kanyang screen, 48 ang MP ang kanyang main camera, 2 MP ang macro, and ang kanyang 20, and meron din siyang 20 MP na infrared night camera. So buksan natin. Oops. Meron siyang maliit na sleeve dito. Definitely it's not a case. So meron kang stickers dito. Meron kang warranty support card, and you have your manual. Then next thing you'll see is yung phone itself. Medyo, chunky, and probably one of the best speakers on a smartphone nandito kay AGM. Let's see other things inside. So there's two small box over here. Type-C charging cable. Mga extra na plugs for mga water resistance mo. And of course, your 18 watts na charging brick. And they've sent me another separate package over here. Tignan natin kung anong mga balaman nito. Ooh, looks like a charging dock to me. True enough, charging dock. Parang walkie-talkie lang. Yeah, okay. Charging dock. Not bad. So you can charge habang nakatayo yung phone. So definitely it's going to look like this. So taking a quick tour. Sa ilalim, andyan ang kanyang takip. Na pag binuksan mo, you'll see that there's your audio jack and of course ang kanya Type-C port. Sa gilid, meron siya mga cushion para to make sure na pag nalaglag to sa kanto, walang tama. Dito sa side, you can simply pull it out without using any SIM ejector pin. Meron siyang dalawang nano SIM na support or isang nano SIM plus isang micro SD. Hybrid tawag dyan. So it's also protected by a cover. So this one, you have a dedicated underwater button pang camera. On top, we have your noise-canceling mic. On the other side, we have your power button and volume rocker. Sa likod, carbon fiber finish. Definitely looks nice. I really like yung mga carbon fiber finish ng mga phones. It really looks nice. You have your triple camera and LED flash. Ito sa ilalim mga charging terminals siya pag nilagay mo sa charging dock. And nandito ang kanyang large na loudspeaker. Definitely one of the best sa smartphone pagdating sa rakrakan mo. This one can sound up to 110 decibels na na-try ko sa aking sound meter. Now, one of the big surprise dito sa phone na ito, it used a Helio G85. I know a G85 is a more gamer-centric na chip. Normally, si AGM, they would use mga A22, A23. But this time around, they already stepped up the game. It has also 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. And by the way, guys, the phone na ito is being priced at $330 or if you translate it somewhere, nasa 19,000 pesos. Swiping left and right, it's okay. Don't expect na kasing smooth siya ng mga 90 Hz of screen refresh rate, but definitely this one is quite smooth naman by itself, though it's just a 60 Hz. Checking Antutu benchmark, tingnan natin, it also gathered a 203,000 points. For me, not bad siya for a AGM phone. And breaking it down, these are the score. For me, a pretty impressive shot for a rugged phone. Normally kasi mga rugged phone, you're aiming more on the durability of the phone. Yung usage is more of a basic daily usage, not really for gaming. But ito, packing a, well, pwede pang game na processor in the inside the G85 ni MediaTek. So, this is what they got sa wildlife. Pretty decent din ang score na dito sa Geekbench. Now, one of my favorite things to do is definitely browsing my social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, sa Instagram, and of course sa IG. So, swiping naman dito is okay naman, smooth naman. Wala akong nakita na pigil siya, no? Probably pag medyo pigil siya is more of yung internet speed mo medyo mabagal mag-load. But overall, I can say pretty decent naman ang kanyang swiping speed when it comes to socials. Checking DRM info, only level 3 ang binigay sa kanya. So, hindi ka makapagpanood ng mga HD dito sa Netflix and other your favorite online streaming apps. Now, watching some videos dito sa YouTube, I can say it's pretty nice. And I can say now, well, sinet ko naman siya sa 1080p, it was able to perform naman, letting me watch videos without any problem. Okay naman, hindi naman siya kasing bright na ina-expect ko from any other smartphone. This one is medyo mas dim siya ng konti. Ang kanyang max brightness is quite unknown. And definitely, I can say na medyo chunky ang kanyang mga bezel dahil this is more of a rugged phone talaga. So, don't expect too much when you're watching videos dito. But I can say, watchable naman siya. Okay naman siya. And one advantage when you're watching videos dito sa phone na ito is that ang lakas ng kanyang loudspeaker. Check natin ang kanyang sounds.
But it's worth mentioning. If you want to know where you pwede mabili, link on the description below. And a full review ko ng iPhone 14 Pro Max will be coming pretty soon. Now, yung third sa aking listahan for the top 3 na flagship phone that I can recommend to you is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus. And I know dito sa...
Now, imagine yung speaker mo can fire as loud as 110 decibels. Really something that you would appreciate when you're listening to music on Spotify and of course watching videos. Okay na okay, sobrang lakas ng sounds niya, and for me probably one of the best sounds na narinig ko and on any smartphone, even including mga flagship ni iPhone, ni Samsung. Walang binatbat siya dito sa kay AGM pagdating sa loudspeaker. Now, scrolling dito sa YouTube, I can say smooth naman. Walang yung problem dito sa kanyang scroll. So, by the way guys, itong phone na ito has a 6.51 na IPS LCD and kanyang resolution is up to 720p and max brightness is roughly up to 500 nits as per spec sheet. Itong phone na ito has a huge capacity pagdating sa battery. 7,000 mAh ang kanyang battery, supporting up to 18 watts of charging speed. So, I did charge from 10 to 100. It took me quite a while and more or less as a 3.5 hours bago mapuno. So, dahil medyo malaki ang kanyang storage and definitely might took a while para mapuno ang charging. Now, upon setting this phone to 50% brightness and meron kong PC mark na battery stress test, so it was able to only achieve roughly 12 hours of battery time. So, I know na si G85 isn't really that much of a battery efficient chip, but having a 7,000 mAh of battery and getting this result is not really that impressive. Ako, I was expecting roughly mga 20 hours na screen on time, but well, I got a lot lesser than what I expect. But on daily usage, kaya naman yung magtagal for roughly 2 days without hitting the charging dock. On normal usage, like, of course, socials, watching some videos, playing some mind games, and of course, well, taking some photos. So, papakita lang siya ng isang very cool na feature dito. No? Meron siyang RGB ring dito sa likod. So, there's quite some modes dito. May breed pattern. Okay? So, this is what you see. Okay? So, sarili na siyang calibrate. Di mo siya mapipili ang kanyang color cycle. Ganito yung tsura niya. Ikot lang siya. Then, there's a spectrum, which probably is my favorite among all of the selection dito, yung spectrum. Kasi parang ang ganda ang cool ng dating dito sa phone na ito. Then dance. So, tinry ko naman gamitin ng kanyang fingerprint unlocking. So, probably medyo outdated na siya. Might as well sana, dito sana nilagay. Might be easier for me to access. But dito nilagay. But it's quite responsive naman. Not as responsive lang siguro as mga flagship phone. But nevertheless, it gets the job done. Pag-usapan natin ang kanyang camera. So, teardrop notch ang kanyang front-facing camera. It's a 20MP na front-facing camera and it has the Sony IMX376. So, medyo beefy ang mga camera nilagay ni AGM. So, at the rear, we have your 48MP na main camera sensor, which is a Samsung S5 GM2SP. So, ang lens quality ay 6P and aperture is 1.79 and 48MP nga siya. Andito ang kanyang 2MP na macro lens. Then, together dito sa ilalim, it has kanyang night vision camera, which is a Sony IMX350 na 20MP, by the way. Now, having said all of those nice sensors from Samsung, from Sony, this one, outdoors, I can say okay ang kanyang camera. No, not so bad. But when it comes to indoors, medyo, pansin ko medyo a little bit more of a grainy effect. So, not all naman, but there are some photos na quite nice, but there are some photos na magmi-miss din siya. So, hindi siya quite perfect na camera. Now, when you take some photos using its night vision camera, doon siya medyo nagpe-perform. Kasi it's a more of a dedicated na camera just for night vision using Sony IMX350. And well, yeah, I'm quite impressed. And using the front camera pang video, this is how it looks. So guys, right now I'm vlogging using the AGM H5 Pro. And this is how it looks like when you're simply using this for vlogging, for Zoom meeting, or even just simple Viber chat. This is the quality. And by the way, guys, the voice is recorded using the default mic. Now, if you want to play some mild gaming, for me, okay lang naman siya. Medyo mabigat siya sa kamay, and medyo mangangawit ka after you play for mga 20 to 30 minutes. Medyo mangangawit kasi medyo chunky nga itong phone na ito. So, I don't really recommend this for gaming. But if you really want, kaya naman niya. Call of Duty Mobile, no problem. Guys, after playing with this phone for more than a month, talagang nilaro ko talaga siya ng gusto-gusto. So I can, well, for me, for people who are very much adventurous and you want a little bit more kick for your processor, unlike the other brands, medyo naglalagay sila mga medyo mumurahin na processor para makatipid just to put everything together, lalo mga ruggedness ng ano niya, outer protection niya on a smartphone. Now, this was AGM H5 Pro. I can tell you na it's really nice, it's really rugged, it's really durable, and one of the best speakers I've tried ever in a smartphone nandito sa phone na ito. And probably yung processor is probably mas angat compared sa other brands. So guys, kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan pwede mabili itong phone na ito, I'll be linking in the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, click na yung bell icon para hindi mo miss mga future uploads dito sa aking channel. So ako pala si Richman and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Acha!